This is MTM Broadcasting, your classic Christian station.
Chattanooga, here I come. Pardon me, boy. Is that the Chattanooga choo-choo?
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
I can call the
Are you tired of that watered-down gospel? Are you looking for a straightforward message with no punches pulled? Then welcome to High Octane with your host, Cyndi Flowers.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Dr. Cyndi Flowers, and welcome to another episode of High Octane. Today, this episode is going to be just a little bit different because today is America's birthday. Happy birthday, America. So I thought I'd take a minute so we can play America a birthday song. This song means a lot to me because this song is called Justice for All and is with the J6 Choir, The Prisoners, mixed with Donald Trump, President Donald J. Trump. So let's listen now and to this wonderful song wishing America a very happy birthday.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. To the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Wow, isn't that awesome? Happy birthday, America. Yeah, this is a day that we will still celebrate and not let these people that want to destroy America bring us down. Americans do not quit. Okay, now let's get into this. The title of my show is called Going Off the Rail on the Crazy Train. Is it not getting crazy here in America? It is getting crazy. It's a lot of it, you kind of wonder, it doesn't make sense. What is going on here? So, we look to the Bible. What does the Bible say? And so 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 5. And this is the New King James Version, which I like to read from. And it's titled Perilous Times and Perilous Men. But know this, that in the last days perilous times will come. For men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, unloving, unforgiving, slanderers, without self-control, brutal, despisers of good, traitors, headstrong, haughty, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, and from such people turn away. That's Timothy, 2 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 5. Pretty powerful stuff there. And that's what it says, what's happening in the last days. And this is what's happening now. As you got to hear in the beginning, these are people screaming. I mean, screaming in their cars. That's what people are doing now. They go up to people and they just scream. Or they have these Karens that come out and will just out of nowhere just start attacking you for ridiculous things. I can say, how many of you, and I probably asked this question before, how many of you were attacked in stores, grocery stores, anywhere you go, walking outside for not wearing a mask? I mean, people got in your face, chased you with stuff, throwing stuff at you, attacking you, media attacked. It was absolutely awful. And then come to find out, it was made up stuff. It was made up. And they're just kind of trying to brush it under the rug. And it's like, you guys were insane. I had that happen to me 3 times when I went to the grocery store. I mean, these people were unhinged. I had one girl come up to me, and she had a mask on, and I could barely hear. I don't do mask speak. I don't hear the muffling. Excuse me, I hit my mic if you heard that. And then she kind of pulled it down, and she's going, "Please put a mask on." And I said, "Nope. I have asthma. I'm not putting a mask on." And she's like, oh, she's screaming right in the middle of the store. "Oh my gosh, you're horrible. You're horrible." And people were looking at her, and I'm just looking at her like, "Lady, you're insane." And it was like, this was one of my very first experiences with a Karen. And then it happened again. A mother yells at me, "Put your mask on." And, I told her. I said, "Mind your own business, Karen." And she just walked off. And then there was a man who poked me right in the back on my shoulder one time. And I turned around, and he had, I swear the guy was going to pass out. He had this plastic mask all across his face, and it was pressed on his face so hard. Then he had another mask on top of that. I thought, oh my gosh. And he's like, "Where's your mask?" And his lips could hardly move. And I'm like, "I don't wear them." And it's like, and he kept walking around me. And then people were freaking out with everybody that didn't wear a mask, screaming at them like we were the bad people. And now look. Absolutely insane. And it's like, what is going on here? Then you hear these women now are screaming, filming themselves, I didn't get them all because I'm like, I can't, I can only take so much. Now the trend is you set your camera up and everything, and like if you're a housewife or something and you're cooking, you cry on camera to your followers and your friends, whoever on your whatever TikTok, whatever you have, and you're cooking and you're crying about what you don't have or how bad your life is. I keep hitting this, sorry if you're hearing that. And how bad your life is. They're doing it in the car as well. They set their, but then what's funny is after they get done sobbing and crying and complaining about how bad their life is on camera, they shut it off. It's not spontaneous. They shut it off. And they have to go back and edit it and make sure everything's good. Then they post it. What kind of stuff is that? And, you know, as a counselor, that to me, it's like, you know, either you're really trying to reach out because there's something else going on with you, or you're just wanting likes and clicks, and they're resorting to this kind of stuff, and people are actually getting into it. I actually took the time to read some of the comments in there, and it's like, they're like, oh, I feel so bad for you. I understand your pain. It's like, she's not. She's doing it for entertainment. If somebody's really hurting, they don't set their camera up just right and everything, and then, okay, begin, cry. You just don't do that. And they got these women, even the guys are joining it, screaming. And, I mean, they've been doing it, but now it's even worse. They think it's okay to go and scream in people's faces. If you tell them the word no or you disagree with them, scream like a 2-year-old. And matter of fact, some 2-year-olds behave better than these people do. It's insane. But, you know, the things that you see now, I'm going to talk about this, and yeah, I'll try to say it as politely as I can. A friend of mine showed me a video, and I had to see it like 3 times. I could not believe it. I could not believe it. It was, you know, cameras in a store, and this woman, I thought she had a thong on, you know, when she was trying to readjust. No. She had an accident, and not a number 2 accident, and it dropped on the. She kept moving her underwear, and it dropped on the floor in the store, and she kicked it underneath where the register and stuff is. Who does that? Who does that? That's mental illness. You don't, I mean, somebody needs help. It's almost like they have, and you know, Donald Trump talked about it, that they have released people from mental institutions right into this country. And in others, and you know what? Yeah, it's like, man, they're crazy, they're nuts. But it's not, it's to the point where, you know, it's not, you know, man, they're crazy, they're nuts. You know, it's saddening because these people need the help. They need to reopen these institutions for these people because it is getting really bad. And they need the help, and they're not getting the help. They're not getting medication. They're getting too much medication or whatever it is. But they're being allowed and told, yeah, this is good. It's okay. Yeah, it's fine what you do. And their mental illness is hurting them. Then let's step away from the mental illness and let's just do, hey, these people are spoiled. These people are ungrateful, spoiled brats. And if you tell them no, then they go off the rail. If you tell them no, you cannot do this, they go off the rail. They will smash out your windows. They'll set things on fire. They'll spray paint things. They will surround you and beat you. I mean, these protesters, and they don't stop it. They say, oh no, they need to speak out. But there's a point. Yeah, you can have your First Amendment rights. You have the right to protest, but you do not have the right to do damage. You do not have the right to stand in the road and block people who need to get to work, who need to get to places, who need to get to hospitals and whatever, wherever they need to go. Maybe they just need to go home. Maybe they're out for a drive. Get out of the road. This insanity where they can just go and do, and it's allowed. It's like make room for them. No, there is no make room for them. It's got to stop. But you know what? Here's the kicker about all this. This is nothing new. I was listening to Pastor Ladina, and as it says in the Bible, and she had also said it a few times in her podcasts, there is nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new under the sun. That's why they say that, you know, if you don't know your history is bound to repeat itself. And it is. History is repeating itself. And the funny thing is the people that are doing the bad stuff are saying, these people are doing the bad stuff. And it's like, but you're doing the bad stuff. But you're saying these people are doing the bad stuff, but you're actually doing it. It's like upside down backwards world. Banana Republic. It's and then these people that say children can decide what gender they are by the time that they're 8 years old. And when they were being interviewed, they said, are you sure? Are you sure that an 8-year-old little boy or little girl knows exactly what they want? Oh, yes, they do. And if in California, if your child speaks about questioning their gender, and the parents are like, oh no, we're not doing this stuff. God already decided your gender when you were born, and He has plans for you just the way that you are. You were born a boy for a reason. You were born a girl for a reason. And that's that. And they say if your parents won't let you make those changes, they will come and take your child from you. The parents have no rights. They will come and take your child from you, and then they will take over, and they will transition your child. A small child who is probably going to have different ideas and thoughts and where they want to go and what they want to do in the next 2 weeks. Why are they, pushing that? I'm not going to go into that. Let's listen to Pastor Ladina every Tuesday here at 10 p.m. and she fills you in on all that stuff. But I'm just touching on it here about the hypocrisy of the parental rights. Now, they say the parent has no rights for that. The parent has no rights to know what's going on in the child's school. They have no business to know the curriculum. What are they being taught? Now, however, a parent, a mother, can decide after she gives birth if she wants to have the baby or not. She gets, an hour, not 2 hours, whatever. That didn't pass, praise God. But they were saying that they would keep the baby comfortable. And if the mother decided, no, I don't want the baby, Instead of going, okay, we'll give it up for adoption, the mother has the right that they could kill the baby. Okay, so the mother has a right to, even when that child is born, when that child has its own constitutional rights, then the right to live, the right to life, the parent can override that, okay, and decide the life of that child. But the parent can't have any say in when the child is in school, what the syllabus is, what the curriculum is, what they're being taught, what books they're being taught, if they're being transitioned in school and being called a different name, they're told not to tell the parent. Now, how the hypocrisy in that? So you can just switch it off. Parents get rights for this, but parents don't get rights for that. That's crazy. That is off the rail crazy, insane. There is nothing insane about that. And you know what the sad thing is nobody has any sanctity for life anymore. You hearing that screaming? There's women screaming because we gave the Supreme Court took Roe v. Wade off of the federal level and gave it back to the states. They went absolutely out of their mind. Oh, this is terrible. No, it's not terrible. It's not terrible. Abortion was never a federal thing. It went back to the states, so each state can decide their own rules, just like, excuse me, their gun laws. Every state has their own gun laws. Every state has their own laws for driving and everything. Let the states decide. Plus, they were having, with it being at the federal level, they were making the taxpayers pay for other people's abortions. That's wrong. Don't make other people that have nothing to do with what you do and what happened with your sexuality, and you get pregnant. Don't make the taxpayers have to pay for your abortion when they don't even believe in it. It's wrong. This was a good thing. It was a good thing. It was one step to getting rid of it. Yep, I'm pro-life. Why wouldn't I be? I'm pro-life from cradle to grave. I don't believe that they should try to euthanize senior citizens. They have every right to live out their life, then cut it short and say, well, people shouldn't live past the age of 75. Who are you? That's insanity. That's insanity. And they would always go, Trump's a Nazi, you're a Nazi. No, the way that thinking is, that's Nazi thinking. That's Mengele, Joseph Mengele thinking. Get rid of people for this and that. That's what's crazy. And just other things, remember I talked about the furries, people being allowed to their parents are allowing the kids to actually think that they're an animal, where and dressed like that. People are getting surgeries to totally make them look like an animal. People are getting surgeries where they have no gender at all. People are getting surgeries and getting redone where they look like a demon, where they look like trying to look like Satan, where they look like a lizard, like a demonic creature. What is going on? You know what is going on is prophecy is fulfilling itself. These are crazy people. This is crazy. This is insanity. But it is biblical. So here, what I'm saying is the kicker is that everything that you are doing, Everything that we are doing right now and the stuff that you see before you, it's all in the Bible. That's why many Christians, they're not freaked out by it. I mean, some of the stuff may go, whoa! But we're already prepared to know, hey, we're expecting this because that's what the Bible said what was coming. So just know, whether you believe in God or not, you are fulfilling the prophecy regardless if you believe him or not. So you're part of the prophecy of the Bible. You're just doing what the Bible said what was going to happen. But go back and look at 2 Timothy chapter 3. That's what we see today. It's the pride parades, Pride Month, the stuff that goes on there. Oh my gosh. Excuse me. People, they were saying, I got it from Matt Walsh, but more people were saying it as well, that this generation is the most self-seeking, self-centered generation we've ever seen. It's just all about them, what they can do for them. When you look at social media, it's all about them. Never in my life have I seen people take so many pictures of themselves. And you know what else is crazy is people will willingly give out everywhere they're at. And they'll tell you what they're doing. Taking pictures of your food. Come on, who does that? I can see if you go, oh, if it's one of your favorite things and you're like, on vacation and you're going, oh man, look what I am eating, and you show it. Yeah, okay. But when you're showing your food and you're saying, this is where I'm at, this is where I'm going, and you're giving your location, why? Why are you letting everybody know where you are at every moment? See, at the end of the day, the cell phone, it can be useful, but it's also a big distraction. And it takes you away from so many things. It just absolutely absorbs you. I can't believe how many people I see in the grocery store. You can't even go to the grocery store without having to stop and pull to the side and text or talk on the phone. Hold up people who are trying to get by and shop. It's insane. And it's sad. It really is. And like I said, being a counselor, sitting back and being a counselor, and you don't even have to be a counselor. You can look at this stuff and go, what has happened to people? What is wrong with people today? Why do they scream? And they do. Why do they scream over everything? They scream at everything. That's what unhinged people do. And these people are absolutely unhinged. And if you were to walk in and a lot of people say, oh my gosh, look at these people. Look at them all, man. They're all unhinged. They're not well. They're crazy. America is doomed, man. America is doomed. Not necessarily. It's just part of prophecy. The problem is when we're just leaving them to get worse. That's the problem. That's the problem. It's like you want to just take them all. And like, you can get them out of here, That's why I called this show today, The Crazy Train. Because once upon a time, you know, that you would go, wow, you're off the rail, man. That's nuts. To look at that today, what we would consider when we look at what is crazy, is accepted. Oh, they're just expressing themselves. No, something is really wrong. Something is really wrong, whether they are extremely spoiled or there's something really mentally wrong with this person. But either way, it needs to be taken care of. Look at what they want to do with this religion called climate change. They're destroying the earth versus helping the earth. They want to go and try to play God. Block out the sun. Here's another kicker here. They want to block out the sun. Why? Oh, with all the it'll cool. It will cool the earth. How about you plant more trees? Plant more trees, plant more flowers. That's what God made it to do, to keep the earth cool. You go to places that have a lot of trees up in the woods. It's nice and cool in the woods, especially at hot days. It's nice and cool under a shady tree. But there's old Bill Gates. We got to get rid of the trees. And then they say, oh, we have too much carbon dioxide in the air. We have to do something about that. We got to stop it. But they had no problem when they told you and forced you to mask up for you to breathe in your own. How does that make sense? That was a kicker to me. I'm like, you're complaining about it, but yet you were forcing people to breathe it in for 8 to 10 hours a day. It's little kids. Makes no sense, you see. It's insanity, but they think that we believe their insanity, and unfortunately there's people that do. Reread 2 Timothy chapter 3. It's a good chapter. And it can tell you what you're seeing, all this craziness. What's going on? You can read it right there. It's already been prophesied that was to come. So, but, oh yeah, one more before I put this show to a close. Another thing that Bill Gates wants to go after, and that is with the cows, the animals, the cow farts. Cows fart, animals fart. That's just the thing, how it is. Oh, it puts carbon dioxide, too much of this and too much gases in the air. No, we've been fine. We have been fine. It's just they can't make the money that they're making. They have to go after this and that. They want to destroy everything. You know better. Don't mess with the way God made things, right? If you were born a girl, you're a girl. You're a girl. You were born a boy, you're a boy. A boy. God does not make mistakes. Get this in your head. He made you a boy for a reason, because he has a use for you as a boy. He's got plans for you, and he made you a boy for that reason. He made you a girl because he's got plans for you as a girl and a calling for you as a girl. That's why he made you a girl. And then you believe all this rhetoric. You know what? It's not true. Don't jump into all that insanity, because you know what? The outcome is not good. I'm going to bring her up. Listen to Pastor Ladina's show on Tuesdays at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. And listen to her stories. Listen to what she's talking about. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. Listen to it. You can go back, and if you've missed any of her shows, you can always go back and on her page and stuff, and watch some of her other shows. Get the information. Don't be fooled. You're not right in the head when you want to mutilate a child's body, and you want to mutilate them when they haven't even gone through puberty yet. Plus, no matter how much you try, you're not going to make a boy into a girl and a girl into a boy. It's just not going to happen. You can try, you can do your very best, but it's just not going to happen. You can give us the illusion, but it's not, you're not an actual boy or girl. Stop screaming for the right, screaming in your car, on your phone, for fear that you don't have the right to have an abortion. Stop screaming when you feel, screaming and crying and screaming like you're being murdered, when you feel you're not being heard or you're having a bad day. That's crazy. Crazy. Listen to yourself. This is what they want you to do, because it's distracting, and you're easily led. I can say that to you because I can see it as a counselor. I can see it. I'm watching this going, my gosh, this person needs to get in and talk to somebody. You need both. You need to get in to talk to somebody, and you need someone to anoint your head with oil and cast whatever's in you out of you. You need deliverance. You need Jesus. And that's, when it comes down to it, that's what they need. This country needs Jesus. This country needs to be one nation under God once again. Put God back into the schools, which is happening slowly. And reaching out. Sean Foyt's reaching out. People are reaching out. Revivals happening. People are coming back or coming to Christ by the droves, getting baptized, getting healed, being freed from addictions and stuff. Don't go the way of the world. This is the way of the world. This is why people are sick. This is why people are mutilating themselves and screaming like banshees and that's the way of the world. Don't be the way of the world. Give God a try. Once you have given your life to Christ, you will be so glad you did. It'll be the best thing you've ever done for yourself. But with that, I'm going to end the show, and I want to thank you for hanging out with me today on this 4th of July. Again, happy birthday, America. I hope you guys all have a wonderful holiday and you enjoy yourself. And please take the time to remember how this country was founded, what we had to do to become a free country, to be our own country. The lives, people that gave up their lives in the name of freedom. And remember this last thing before I end it. The Lord is spirit, and where the spirit of the Lord is, there is liberty. There is freedom. So wherever God is, wherever the spirit of God is, there is freedom. That is 2 Corinthians 3:17. If you read the NIV version, it's freedom. If you read the New King James or the King James, it is liberty. And that's what America is founded on. Liberty. We are a republic. We the people. Freedom. Freedom. And we can have freedom in this country once again. Be free. And not all this insanity anymore. And if you're feeling like you're confused about things, people have been talking in your head, confusing you about who you are, talk to somebody. Not who they send you to. Talk to somebody else. Go talk to a pastor. Go talk to, your friends. Someone that's going to listen to you. And not say you're the only way that you're going to be able to take care of, this problem is do this to yourself. The only way you're going to feel better is scream to your friends on the phone. The only way you're going to feel better is to do this to yourself. No. Go talk to somebody. Go talk to someone. You'll be glad that you did. Not someone with an agenda, someone that actually cares about you and wants to hear what's going on inside to be able to help you. Not someone that is going to listen to you and then just shove you off or fill you with a bunch of pills so that you walk around like a zombie. Again, give Jesus a try, man. Start off this day, and cry out to the Lord and just say, Lord, help me. Save me. Save me from this, all of this insanity. Okay? Have a wonderful holiday. Keep those lamps full. Stay booted and suited, especially in these days. And until next time, this is High Octane, and I will see you next week.
Phooey. I have never seen bleeping like that.
I was violently, physically ill the day after the election.
Loud noises!
I'm honestly shaken to the core with fear.
What have you done, Derek? Nothing!
I have not felt this amount of sinking despair since November of 2016.
Donald J. Trump is now president of the United States. What a great honor to be able to introduce for the first...
Hi, this is Dr. Cyndi Flowers. If you have any questions for me, you can reach me at Forging and Fire Ministries at Outlook.com. Again, that is Forging and Fire Ministries at Outlook.com. You can also find me on Telegram, Truth Social, and Twitter X on the MTM broadcasting site. I also have a Facebook page called Forging and Fire Ministries that you can like and follow. If you would like to donate to the show, you can find me at Dr. Cyndi on Cash App. Remember to go to your app store and download Live 365 and make MTM Broadcasting your favorite.